Hey guys, welcome to the Cook Family Homestead. Today we're going to show you how we store sugar for long-term storage, so let's get going. So what we have here is a 25-pound bag of sugar, a 10-pound bag of sugar. So if you want to store it long-term, the best way to do that is to store it into some glass jars. And the reason you do that is because glass jars, you can seal them real good and you don't have to worry about moisture. Moisture will, getting into the container with the sugar will ruin it, and if you want it to be used down the road long-term, you don't want moisture getting in there. So we picked up some of these jars from the Christmas tree shops. And sometimes you can even find the ball canning jars that are a gallon size, but right now canning supplies are kind of a shortage. So we picked up 2 of these gallon size jars from the Christmas tree shops, and they have these gaskets here that help them seal real good. So we picked up 2 of those. If you don't have access to those, we also have some half-gallon jars, and we also have some quart jars. So those are options too. If for some reason you can't find any of these lids at your store, or if you can't find jars that come with the lids and the seals and the bands, you can also pick up these plastic ones we got here at the local store. But the best option, the best way to seal them would be to use the original tops that come with them. So we're going to pour these into our glass jars and show you what we do next. So what we're going to do here is start pouring some of the sugar into these glass jars. Now if you watched our prepping video, we store a lot of things into buckets too, but you don't want to do that with the sugar. Sugar is best to be stored in an environment that won't be full of moisture, which these jars are perfect for. So I'm going to fill this jar up. And almost a 10-pound bag almost fills up this whole gallon jar. Just get it settled down there and see if we can get some more in there. Probably good right there. Now the best way to do that once you seal it is to date your jars, so you know which ones you filled up when, so then you can rotate your sugar storage. You're going to want to replace an older one with a newer one, and make sure you rotate your jars so you're always putting the old one, using the older one first. Okay, so if with this big bag, since it's so big and I don't trust myself pouring that in there, you can just scoop it out. I just use a smaller canning jar and I just scoop it in that way. It's just easier that way. If you were filling up maybe even these jars, the half-gallon, you could use a funnel. I have a canning funnel here that works perfect. So when you get to the pouring stage, it doesn't make any mess. So we use sugar every day in our home. We use sugar for baking, cookies, pies, muffins. We use it for breakfast when we're making pancakes or waffles. My husband drinks coffee, so he adds it to his coffee. We also use it to make bread or different things like that. So if there was ever a grid down situation in our country or in our area, having sugar on our shelf would be a huge plus, and you'll realize how much you really miss it. So storing sugar is very inexpensive. I mean, just this 25-pound bag cost us maybe $10 to $11. So storing it long term shouldn't be an issue, and you're going to really be glad you did when the time comes. So this half-gallon canning jar I'm filling right here, it has 8 cups in it, so that can get you through a lot of baking. So it's just really nice to have this available at all times. So make sure you can use sugar. It's important. So there you go. We got all this sugar jarred up and ready to go on our shelf. We have 35 pounds of sugar here. 64 cups it gave us, so we can bake with. It will last us a very long time. So thanks for watching, and God bless.